Nights at Epstein's. With the Epstein files resurfacing again, I wanted to know what happens when a game carries that name, not for what it references, but for what it takes from you, or more accurately, who it makes you sit with. And I wondered, who else would be joining the party? But they didn't keep me waiting, and with each new one, the game became less predictable and a lot less fair. At first, the game seemed peaceful. No one has called me this far. What am I meant to do? Oddly peaceful. Until our first guest finally arrived. Oh wait, that is him. This is just the first night. Shouldn't be that difficult. However, like most games, there are rules that apply to the player and to the opponents. But I wanted to test a little theory. But that's his movement pattern. Let me do this again. And unfortunately, I was correct. He did not respond. And just when I realized I couldn't control him, I couldn't see him anymore. Oh, you can barely see him. Yo, but wait, it's better than nothing. Here he is, so this should work. Has to. No? After some time, he was nowhere to be found, but he was closer than I thought. I don't know where he is. Yo, this is not normal. He's nowhere. He was already too close, so I had one choice. But that wouldn't last long. Yo, I need to be moving. He was right on my doorstep though. So with every chance I lured him. He's not gonna move? But did it work? This is night one. No. Doesn't even wanna move. Still a chance. This game has to be. This is scripted. No. 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 How? It was far from over. And just when I thought all my attention had to be on him, someone else demanded it. He was different. And his name. You get the point. Unfortunately, I had to devise a new plan in order to counter him. If one is on camera 11 and the other is on cam 8, which camera would be the best position to lure both of them in? Thus, my plan was simple. Keep them piled up as much as possible, but soon that plan would have problems of its own. Okay, that was a bad idea, but it was still a good plan. Okay, probably not a bad idea, but things didn't get easy. Caution was the name of the game. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Well, it seemed quite evident to me that Trump wasn't going to be a problem at all. So with this small, seemingly efficient act in my eyes, I didn't know the damage it would do later on. And especially with the introduction of the most annoying enemy who I would face in the next night. For this guest, I'm given one special instruction. Every once in a while, I must electrocute him. That's all? Well, that's easy, right? What do you mean by once in a while? He seemed manageable, but that didn't last. What's off-putting to me is that I don't see Trump at all. It's a very big concern for me. And I can't do anything. Oh shoot, oh shoot. Oh shoot! This was the first of many failures. What am I doing? Does he reset or something? New attacks. What? Once all three were in play, every second of focus mattered. Leave one alone and it cost. But thankfully, I got a chance. If I was gonna make it out, it wasn't going to be for free. Please. At this moment, Epstein was nowhere to be found, and by now I knew that only meant one thing. If I couldn't see him out there, I was about to see him in here. And the next worst thing happened. Only way I have right now. And something else was already inside the walls. I'm so fucking scared. I don't even see him there. If I were to slack just for a second, defeat would become inevitable. But the big question was, where is Epstein? Restart the cameras. Just to keep him at that point. But what point? Yes. It was finally over. It took everything, but I made it. I thought there were just 3 of them, but there was still 1 remaining. But who were they? And where are they? It's gonna be active or something. So far I've seen no one being added to the roster. I mean, I'm glad if it comes down to that. There didn't appear any messages, so I just brushed the whole thing off. From that moment, I had to brace myself every single time I put down the cameras. Because if I didn't know where Epstein was, the game could end in an instant. So I took a gamble. I've discovered that camera 4 is possibly the fastest position in which he can travel from. What do I mean by that? From what I've seen in my runs, he spends the most little time on that camera. How long? Thus, if I lose him there, I lose him entirely. Like, I don't know, I don't even know where he is. I don't know. I don't even know anymore, which is terrible, because if he's found on camera 1, I only have a slim chance of survival. But thankfully, hey, loving that, I'm loving it. He was found, loving it. But unfortunately, the worst was yet to come. Oh, the screwdriver. Milliseconds. I only had milliseconds. Before this, I saw something that changed everything. Yeah, Evan Productions. I thought I knew where the limit was until I saw this. Before this, I thought this game was genuinely impossible to beat. And as my eyes laid on this great achievement, a spark grew in me. A spark that would overcome the hardest of challenges. A forged will that would defy every impossibility. If I had milliseconds to react, even that would be over enough. And as I rushed to perform the greatest clutch of all time, a miracle would happen as I discovered the cold hard truth. They were unstoppable. Man, I'm terrible. I think I'm a little too terrible.